I know it's not that cold, but that's an old car. So heat number 1 in the Midwest Modifieds. Here's how they line up. You're gonna roll. You've done one already tonight. I mean, I don't want to overload you. You want
or at least in the first half.
Okay, go ahead. Take number 1 then.
All right, starting on the pole in Midwest Modified Heat number 1, the number 95 is out of Carmen, Manitoba. This is Ted Dell. Outside in the 00D out of Lorette, Manitoba, the driver is David Delane. Inside row 2, the 29 is Big Chad, and outside out of Winnipeg, driving the Airport Hotel, number 12 is Tony Casey. Green flag out already. Austin Hunter in the 44, the 4H Grant Hall out of Brandon. And the 31 is Jeff Fulham out of Winnipeg. Jeff Fulham in the 31 out of Winnipeg, a rookie. Well, a couple of rookies at the back of the pack. Victoria Stutsky driving the 24 car. Now, she's a former go-kart racer. And young Jeff Fulham in the 31 car, sponsored by Hooters Family Restaurants.
Hooters Family Restaurant?
Right on.
All right. I got another little bit of trivia for you. That 31 Hooters car that you're seeing going around out there, a rookie at the wheel. That car used to belong to Barry Bremner.
I remember Barry from way back in the day. He used to race a little bit with Larry Niebel. Your leader is over in turn number 3. That is David Delane. Thor Manufacturing 00D looking strong. Tony Casey in the Airport Hotel. Active Coin number 12 in the second spot. Third spot, Grant Hall out of the Brandon area. Austin Hunter in the Keewatin Truck Service number 44 is fourth. Oh, heads up. Delane in the Thor Manufacturing 00D gets hooked up with a lap car. Tony Casey tries to take advantage in the Airport Hotel number 12, but can't quite make the pass. Grant Hall now rolling up on the back of the 12 car just a bit, making that an interesting race. The 12 also sponsored by the Canadiana Motor Inn and the Airport Motor Inn. We've got a smoker in turn 4, Big Chad. Off the track and clear, but showing some smoke in turn 4. White flag, 1 to go. Well, second spot is the Ardent Financial Group, number 12 of Tony Casey. He will be trying to make the pass on the 00D of David Delane over in turn number 3 and 4. Here they come now down the front straightaway. Checkered flag is waving, and your winner, the Thor Manufacturing 00D of David Delane. Second, Tony Casey in the Airport Motor Inn, Canadiana Motor Inn, number 12. Grant Hall third, fourth, the Keewatin Truck Service, Red Dot 44. That is young Austin Hunter at the wheel of the 44 car. Big Chad out of the race car over in turn number 4. So we will get our towing crew over there and get to work and get on with our next project, which will be Midwest Modified Heat number 2.
But while we got a moment, I'd like to remind all the kids in the crowd that you can join us for the candy toss at intermission behind the grandstand. And that table with the red tablecloth on it, it will have Mike Martin and Mike Balkin sitting there signing autographs and giving out pictures at intermission.
Listen closely. This is the sound of phone call number 42 asking if you're still selling your car. This is the sound of your toe tapping while you wait for stranger number 23 to not show up at your house. This is the sound of sign number 95, because nothing is worse than selling your car online. Now, listen again. This is the sound of ADESA Auctions selling your vehicle in less than 7 days. Visit ADESAWinnipeg.com and start selling your vehicle today.
All right, we're ready to go racing with our Midwest Modified division. They're sponsored by Castrol Edge. The Midwest Modifieds are the Castrol Edge Midwest Modifieds, and here's the lineup for heat number 2. Starting on the pole, it's Justin Lee in the 84. To his outside, an ex-Lightning Sprint racer, the 14, a rookie. This is Ed Bell. Inside row 2, Brandon Mariehill in the 4B. To his outside, the 44X is Devin Gordon in the St. Vital Electric entry. Inside row 3, it's the Murray Cozy Trucking Beaver Truck Center's 55 of Murray Cozy. Outside of him, the 88 in the Viert Landscaping entry is Paul Viert. On the back of row 4, inside it's Roger Boisjoli in the 37. And the 16, a rookie, this is Brendan Luczynski. Now, Keystone Western is celebrating 25 successful years in the transportation industry. They're locally owned and operated, and Keystone Western can provide complete transportation and logistics services. Whether you ship in small or large volumes throughout Canada or the U.S., Keystone's van, deck, and warehousing divisions can provide you with a solution. Keystone Western, your driving force.
Well, thanks, Pat. Of course, talking about Brendan Luczynski, a relative rookie in the Midwest Modified class. He is a teammate to Tony Casey. You just saw Tony in the Canadiana Motor Inn, Airport Motor Inn number. What number was he? 12.
All right.
It's been a long winter.
Well, anybody that's sponsored by a bar has to be number 12. I think that's either 12 or 2-4.
Sure. But the 16 is Brendan Luczynski, and that is Tony Casey's teammate. And as you can see, that car outside of the back row looking very much like
They sell
a teammate race car.
They don't. They do, don't they?
I don't know.
You don't know.
2 8-packs.
Hey, we're ready to go racing right now with heat number 2 in the Castrol Midwest Modified. '84 is Justin Lee. That is a genuine truck service entry. However, we got a yellow flag. What's the trouble? I see something over there. Between turn 3 and turn 4 and Victory Lake.
I think there is somebody's over there. We've got one of our technical officials running over to check things out.
And while we got a moment, I want to make mention of our fire crew here. You'll notice at the end of both ends of the infield, there's a blue ATV. You see our fireman getting down on your right here, coming down off the stand, and he's just having a look to see what's going on. But that blue ATV is a fire extinguisher on the back of it. Now, if you look down to the east end of the infield, there's another blue ATV with a fire extinguisher on it. And these guys are dressed in, as you can see, putting the helmet on and they're ready to go. In the off season, they sent the guys for training on different kinds of chemical fires and fuel and different kinds of things. And the ATVs are provided by SAR out of Steinbach. Now, what a great idea, because, you know, it's a lot of times it's put on the drivers to buy safety equipment. You got to buy this kind of helmet. You got to have this kind of belts. Well, I admire Red River Co-op Speedway for taking the lead in that department. They've got those ATVs. The idea is to get to the car that's stopped in a matter of seconds, not looking for the fire extinguisher and asking whose turn it is. So we're glad to see that kind of thing. You can never be too safe at a racetrack, that's for sure.
No doubt about that, Pat. Of course, racing is inherently dangerous, and they do a great job here at Red River Co-op Speedway of making sure, well, it's as safe as it can possibly be. So
those are the guys that them and the guys over there in that Criticare EMT paramedic unit over there by the Adventure Power Products Kawasaki sign. If you look just behind the cars that are in staging, there's a Criticare rescue unit there. Those guys are as good. Those guys are paramedic trained to work for the city and provincial health, and our fire crew, I believe they're from the Richat Fire Department. But finally they've got some good equipment. We can get on the job. Now, we do still have our fire truck for larger incidents. However, we're going to, our first response will be on the ATVs. And that is a positive step in the direction of safety. That's big.
Can't argue with that, Pat. No doubt about it. Well, of course, racing in the Midwest Modified Division, a class with lots of cars, looking over 3 heats tonight. Of course, in this particular class, we had 8 in the first heat. We will have 8 in the second heat. It looks like 7 in the third heat. So, total of 23 cars here in the Midwest Modified Division tonight.
They are, and we're going to run 18 in the feature. So we have a B main coming up, so we can separate some of the wheat from the chaff, as it were. Devin Gordon had the restart lead. Paul Beard gets inside, and we got a spinner. The number 14. That is Ed Bell, who started on the front row. What a race for first place as they go through 3 and 4. Ed Bell gets going, and your new leader is Paul Beard. Yeah. The 88 of Paul Beard started 6th, and he's your current leader off of turn 4. Top 4 drivers make the feature. There's 3 heats. The top 4 finishers of each of our 3 heats will make the main event. The rest go to the B main, and out of the B we'll take top 6 to the feature. Good race for 3rd place as they head into turn 3. Oh. Murray Cozy looking good in a new race car this year, the number 55 of Murray Cozy. That's a brand new GRT, his 2016 GRT, and it looks to be working very well. On the white flag now, our leader Paul Beard with just about an entire straightaway on 2nd place, and we have a car stopped in turn number 2. Checkered flies for the Beard Landscaping number 88 of Paul Beard. 2nd spot goes to the 44 of Devin Gordon. 3rd to Murray Cozy. The top 4 make the main event, and finishing in the 4th spot was the 37. That's Phil Boisley. Phil Boisley grabbing the 4th and final transfer spot. Attention Big Brother Canada race fans. Cassandra from the latest season will be Big Brother. I'm sorry. I thought it was Big Brothers of Canada. It's a TV show. Sorry. Big Brother of Canada fans. Cassandra from the latest season will be doing a special meet and greet and signing autographs. Is that tonight? Well, me neither.
My name is Jeremy. I've been a technician at Speedy Glass for 16 years. I'm excited to let everyone know we have 10 new Speedy Glass on-the-go repair clinics in the Winnipeg area. On-the-go repair clinic is super convenient for you. It's the same quality as bringing it to one of our service centers. It takes 30 minutes, and there's no appointment necessary. Just stop by one of our on-the-go repair clinics, the one with the red top, and we'll take care of your glass needs.
Speedy Glass Repair, Speedy Glass Replace.
Hey, don't forget to grab a 50-50 ticket. Rod Delane selling 50-50 tickets down there. Him and his buddies from the Snow Stomper Snowmobile Club sell tickets here, and as well as Joe and Allison Stanwyck every night here at the Speedway. And the end of the year is when the drivers reap that harvest. They get the point fund, which is pretty large, and we give away half the pot to one lucky winner every night. You know what they say, you can't win it if you're not in it. Heat number 3 is getting set to go. Oh, I noticed you're reading the program. What do you think? I see your pictures in there. I don't know what that
kind of surprised.
I don't know how you got your picture in there. I guess if you hang around with Ricky long enough, you'll get your face in there. Heat number 3.
Gotta know where to go. You gotta know where to go.
Apparently. So heat number 3 lines up this way. Another rookie in the B-Mod division. The 73, the pole sitter, is Stephen Redman. Outside of him, the 30B is Darren Boychuk from Brandon. Inside row 2, the 3-car, Jason Somack. Outside of Jason, the 17 from St. Anne, Manitoba, Christopher Leake. Inside row 3, the 20 is Nick Audette. Outside of Nick, the 22 is Mark Kohakowicz, and the Polar Ice Road Truckers Polar Industries number 22K. And on the back, another rookie, the 91R, or 91 is a rookie rather, Dennis Gruski. I think we're 1 lap to green. 1 lap to green. Ooh, look how sharp this car is. It's inside the second row. Yellow number 3.
That is nice, yeah.
Jason Somack.
Well, looks like Ed Bell on the back straightaway in the car number 14.
Yeah, he pulled off on the final lap. I don't know what happened there, but I'd like to think that we'll get him away from that, a little farther away from the racetrack than that, before we turn these guys loose. I mean, no offense, but there is a couple of rookies on all these heat races, and you never know what a race car is going to do till you've had it in all kinds of positions. Oh boy, we're going. Green flag, we're rolling. Castrol Edge Midwest Modifieds are on the green for Heat 3, and look at this. The 17 of Christopher Leake goes from 4th to 1st in 1 set of corners. Great racing behind him, 2 wide. Here comes the 3T, or the 3 car, I'm sorry, of Jason Somack. Darren Boychuk in the 30B is 3rd, and he's running a distinct different line on the racetrack. The leader, Christopher Leake, out about 5 car lengths, but the race for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th is a pretty close one. Remember now, top 4 make the main event. The other cars run the B main. Top 4 make the A main event. Great race for 2nd place as they come out of turn 4. Top 4 make the main event, this time by 4 to go. Our lap board, the AIE Bell scoreboard, keeping track of the top 10 cars throughout the evening and counting down the laps from the start down to 0. Checkered flag waves for the number 17, Christopher Leake. Christopher Leake goes from 4th to 1st. The 3 car of Jason Somack started 3rd. He grabs 2nd. The 30 car of Darren Boychuk started 2nd. He gets 3rd. And rounding out the top 4 and transfer spots to the features, the 20 of Nick Audette. Just a friendly reminder that there's no smoking in the grandstands or behind the main grandstand. Smoking sections are to the east of the concession stand or to the west of the washrooms. There are lots of non-smoking signs. If you are confused on where to stand, please check those signs, and thank you for your cooperation.
I grew up in Lorette, and Chicken Chef was a treat for my family. Now I live in Winnipeg with my wife and kids, and I still go to Chicken Chef. You know, to stay rooted to my childhood and to help share it with my kids.